Doing well. So, CPI, crazy. Huge spike. SPY up 2.85% here in pre-market. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Even Bitcoin jumped. Right, Bitcoin jumped 5%. The biggest decline since April of 2020. By the way. Consumer prices up 0.1%. Consensus was 0.3%. And then the important one was 7.1%. The consumer prices increase. Wow. Also, we do have FOMC tomorrow. So, right, make sure that you're aware of that tomorrow. That'll be when Powell speaks at 2:30. So that will be very big. That's the next thing to look out for tomorrow. So how do I trade gap ups? If you don't have a play that you swung overnight, I definitely would wait a little bit when the market opens. Right, premiums are going to be juiced. Implied volatility is going to be higher. Choppy audio. All right, looks like I have to get a different mic. I don't really know what else to do. I'll just have to buy a mic. Yeah, it sounds fine to some people, I guess. I don't know. Is that better? Yeah. Just keep going. Yeah, I don't really know what the deal is, but maybe that's better. I just changed the threshold on open and close. Seems like some people are having issues, some people aren't. Now, if I unplug it, I'm never going to get it back on. I'm using a Bluetooth headset because I am away. I'm not using my normal mic that's made for studio production, you know, which is why it's always so clear. Yeah, Kevin, it's not as good because I'm using a headset as opposed to a studio production mic, which is why, because I'm on vacation. As long as you guys can hear me, it's all good. It won't be like this for a long time. All right, so right up 2.9%. Previous resistance on SPY is 410, right? And we're sitting right above that here in pre-market. If that can hold, right, potentially you can see a push back up to the highs of, you know, what we saw this morning, 414. But the next level above that, if we take a look at the daily, is this 411.73, right? This previous resistance from September 12th. Okay. Can you show how to find 1000% trades? Right, so you can't really right? No one knows if it's going to be 1,000%. No one knows if it's going to be up 10%, right? But based on the risk to reward on the trades, you can determine, if it's going to be a high reward based on a high risk trade. Okay. All right. So for example, when you have tightening price action like this, right, you have lower highs and then the lows start to consolidate, right? Typically, it will create a large move just like this. And this trade right here was 1,000%, right? Not all the time will it work, okay? But when price tightens like this, right, lower highs, we have a higher low, and price is consolidating, right? Anytime it breaks out, it's a high chance of it continuing. And if the market shows strength or weakness, right, if it breaks out to the upside or if it breaks out to the downside, it will typically continue. Okay. Right. So that's how you have to play the trades, right? No one knows if it's going to go 1,000%. But you have to play runners, right? No one ever keeps their full position for 1,000%, right? You should always remove the risk from your trade after your initial price target hits. How do you show pre-market trading? At the bottom right here, anything but the daily will show you this little symbol here. You can click that and click extended trading hours or regular trading hours. Right, so this move we got today was great, right? We either could have gotten the break down or the break to the upside, depending on the news, right? I ended up taking puts as a lotto, and it broke to the upside, but I followed Cedar, so those calls are up, a lot. Right, we're gonna get a move in either direction. So if you did take both sides, you're gonna win no matter what. But if we ended up staying flat, right, then I would have lost on both of them. Right. So, right, opening up right at this previous resistance from December 1st, which is 410. So it should be interesting to see what happens at that level. And then regarding, anything else, here's VIX. Right, huge moves to the downside because of SPY. Not really looking at anything here. Just need to wait, honestly. Need to be patient because after a large move, I tend to, like to play it safe and to just, sit on the sidelines. And then regarding any of the other tickers, probably going to wait, right? Everything is up about 5 to 7%, right? Microsoft 3.7, Snow 7.3%. Wow. Wait, so this is super interesting. Remember those 157 or 155, no, 157.5 calls that someone took yesterday? Those are going to be in the money. Wow. That's crazy. I'm going to actually find the comment that I mentioned. Let's see. See if I could find it. No, I can't find it. So no. All right, so you guys remember this setup I had, right? This falling wedge breakout worked out perfect. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a month out. That's crazy. Amazon up 4.5%. Dash up 8%. Wow. Everything's up massive today. So, right. Is it likely that there's going to be continuation? I don't know. We need to play the levels, right? Yeah, the falling wedge is definitely my most used pattern. Works the best. Right, so here's the chart from yesterday. Remember this, whoever was here. Right, we had the breakout, consolidation phase, breakout, falling wedge. Right, and then remember I drew it out. This was the entry. This was the price target. Right, it worked out perfect. Also, I was looking at all the different strikes, and I saw that someone bought 100 calls of the 157.5 calls when there was no volume on them. Right, there was just 100 calls taken randomly at this level here. Right, so someone expected a move to go up to 157, and it's currently at 162. So today is like a day where a lot of people can lose a lot of money, right? Although the market is up a ton, right? A lot of people are going to have FOMO and chase because they see all the other people making gains, whatever, right? Don't do that, right? If you don't see a setup, don't take a trade. Typically, after people make a lot of money, they'll lose a lot of money, right? They'll feel too confident, they'll get greedy, FOMO. There's so many different things that can happen. So if anything, right, sit on the sidelines and just wait for, the market to settle down a bit. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. If everyone could drop a like on the video, I would appreciate it. It's hard to chart anything here in pre-market because everything's up big. Dash actually has a gap to fill. All right, previous gap at 62.23, up to 63.17. If you lost a lot of money and you're looking to make a lot, you gotta, you have to trade less and go back to the basics, right? Stick to the technicals. The market does this, you do that, play the levels, create a plan, and that's it. But it's okay if you lose a lot. You just need to learn from your mistakes. Confirmation for SPY puts. If this 410 level fails, you could, but the market is super strong today. All right, everything's up massive. So do you want to go against the strength in the market? You could. It's going to be super risky. Premiums aren't going to be as juiced on the put side. You could, right? You could do anything. You could play calls, you could play puts, you could do strangles, straddles. But you got to make sure the risk to reward's worth it, right? Is it better to just sit sidelines and wait for a better play? Probably. Right, that's how you have to look at it. You always have to weigh your options. Okay. Should always weigh your options, right? Is it better off to wait for another trade? Probably. Right? That's how you always have to look at it. Right now, if I was looking to take a trade here, could I find a better setup later today or tomorrow? Yes. So I would wait till later today or tomorrow. Right? And then if the later today or tomorrow comes around, or when it does, and I don't see a setup I like, I'll wait. Right? It never hurts to wait for another trade. You can't let the FOMO get to you. FOMO is what will blow up your account every single time. right? When you see other people, posting their huge gains, obviously you're gonna, feel a little bit of FOMO, but you can't let it get to you. What other questions does everyone have? Let's get some questions in here. Emotional trading is the hardest part, right? Learning the chart and everything takes only about a month. But learning how to manage your emotions in the trade and, deal with greed, FOMO, and all that is the hardest part of trading. It takes years to learn how to do that. Years. Right, so SPY now up 3.07% here in pre-market. Right, it pulled back right to that previous support, previous resistance, and now it's moving back up to the upside right below that 411.73 level. Absolutely, go back. If you sense yourself FOMOing, close the computer or close your phone. Like every single time. That is the best idea you could do. Right? No trade is better than a losing trade. Every single time. And what happens if you take the trade and it loses? You're gonna chase, right? And then you're gonna lose more, and then you're gonna get frustrated, and then you're gonna, potentially give up on trading. It happens all the time, right? So if you could, make yourself step away, if you sense any, FOMO, greed, emotions, whatever it is, step away. Your dividend portfolio is up. There you go. What kind of dividend stocks do you have? Bad. What kind of dividends you got? Let's see what else. Let's see what everything's looking like in pre-market. It honestly looks like it's going to continue to the upside. Right, higher lows. Highs are getting taken out here. Might push up back to the highs. Implied volatility is going to be pretty high today, though. SCHD, KO, yeah. Yep. Nice. Those are solid names. Definitely solid names. I'm actually be interested to hear what everyone has in their long-term portfolio. Everyone wants to drop comments on like individual, ETFs, mutual funds, even dividend plays, whatever it may be. Yep. So everything's definitely going to be juiced. We also have FOMC tomorrow. So if there's a day not to trade, it's today and tomorrow. Right? Yes, it's going to be volatile, and right there's going to be money to be made. There's also money to be lost. Right? There's always money to be lost. You always have to be a risk-first trader, because if you end up losing your capital, right? If you lose 50% of your account, it takes a 100% trade to make it back, which is twice as hard. Right, so you always want to manage your downside. ABT, MO, Amazon, Google, Coke, Microsoft. Yeah, everyone's just got like the, you know, the main names. Seems like. I wonder how this little wedge plays out. Apple, OXLC, PSEC, Wheat Stocks, and Space. How is Space doing? Space is at $5. Damn. Remember when this was crazy? Apple. Coin's up 8.2% here in pre-market. Everything's up big today. PLTR, you added some long-term single stocks. Not a bad idea. Definitely keep small size on those, right? But it's never a bad idea because you always want to diversify for sure. PLTR, AMD, UPST, Amazon, Tesla. You added BBY. You added O. Realty Income Corporation. A little real estate action. Rocket, TRVI, PLTR. Nice. I'm interested to see where this goes. Yeah, good dividends probably. Oh, potential breakdown here. Right, so right there, is like a potential entry I would consider looking at on if it can break through that bottom level here. Tesla up to 176 in pre-market. Yep. This is Tesla right here. So here's that breakdown, right? This is exactly how higher lows and lower highs works. But it doesn't always break out to the upside. Right? But that's exactly how it works, just like that, right? There's that breakdown. So kind of cool that we just saw that live. That's always what happens. Look at that little reversal. It's always good to exit most of your position on that initial first down spike. That's when I initially take out most of my profits, right? Because that's when implied volatility is going to be the highest. And then you can leave the runners for the potential continuation. Let's see what SPY's doing. All right, so SPY slightly rejecting. Oh, I never look at the 1 minute. I'm just looking at the 1 minute right now because it's pre-market and it's really the only thing to look at. But I never look at the 1 minute. Yeah, you can actually copy so Chris, you can copy my exact chart settings. I have a YouTube video on my YouTube channel. Just go to videos, how to copy my chart settings. And it's a step-by-step video on how to copy my exact layout. Market opens in 2 minutes. Oh wait, Simon, if I bought a single contract of Tesla calls today, would you close the contract as soon as market opens? Yes. Right. Don't get greedy. Right. That's a sign of greed right there. Like you're anticipating, right? It could go up, right? It's gapping up 4.2%. How often does that happen? Not often, right? Take your profits as soon as the market opens. On that note, I'm going to switch over to the Discord. Market's about to open. Good luck, everyone, and trade safe.